What's up, people? It's your boy Puerto 77 with a quick live stream. Doing this Portal's Point via live stream type quick. I just want to cover the topic of announcing. Excuse me for that. Microsoft announcing a new controller. So now let me share my screen real quick. So I'll give you that little image. All right, we're about to kick this off. So Larry Herb, aka known as Major Nelson, he tweeted out the Recon Tech Xbox wireless controller is first in tech series and is shipping to retailers worldwide starting 25 April. It's the first in the tech series. And then right here you see from MajorNelson.com talking about it. You see how it looks. Let me click on the picture. Oh no. You see how it looks. I guess, can I move it or doesn't want to move on its own? But you see, that's how it looks like. Nice looking controller. Looks pretty Halo-ish. I don't want to say Halo-ish. It looks futuristic. Looks pretty cool. Or here's another picture. Here. Looks sleek. You know? That's how it looks. You see what I'm saying? So, is this a super big deal? I don't know. Let me ask you this. How many games have been announced? New games over the last 5 months or something like that. And how many controls have been announced? And I heard there's even more controls. There's like something controller blue and all these weird stuff. But like, just from what I know, this controller right here. This is the Xbox Elite, right? This from what I was told. This is the top of the line controller you got. Nice, looks neat. People say this is the absolute best controller ever, right? You can switch out. You see, as you see right here, as you look, you can switch out button placements and different type of controllers. Very customizable. You got these two little flat panel things here. The paddles is called. Look at the design. It's just full optimization. Freedom to you could flexibility. I guess you could program, edit button mapping 100%. The top of the line controller. This is the best control you got. Switch the D-pad here. This is the best shit. Time comes with a case. Use it on PC. Windows 10, all this shit. The very best. So what's the point of this then? And even the Xbox One S comes with an upgraded controller that's more, that's better than the original Xbox One controller that comes with the vanilla Xbox One. So what are we doing, Microsoft? Why did you create this controller? What's it supposed to do? Is it the look? And this is the first in the tech series, so why don't you just drop the price on this one, the Elite controller? This is the best one. So let me get this straight: is this controller better than the one that's in the Xbox One S, or is it the same, or is it just the looks? Is that it? You're selling your fan base aesthetics? This thing, how much is this thing supposed? 69? Yeah, $70. So Xbox One gamers are supposed to pay $70 for this? What they're gonna get for $70 for looks? Now let me ask you this. For some of you say it's not a big deal. Let me ask you this. Are you interested in this? You paying $70 for looks? If you already own this, the Xbox One, the Xbox One Elite, are you interested in this? You got the best controller, period. Right? So what's the point of this then? You're just gonna pay $70 because it just looks different? To me, you guys lost the plot. This controller's supposed to do one thing: control games. And they're announcing this new controller for what? What's the purpose? What is this supposed to do that this thing can't? Just drop the price. How much is this? 150 still? Drop the price to $100. I'm pretty sure this at $100 is more valuable than this at 70. This is the top of line. You don't need no more controllers. You got the Xbox One Elite. Hell, and the Xbox One S already comes with an upgraded controller. And you also got fucking, what is it? The Xbox Design Lab shit. So you could personally, so you could write "fuck you" or fucking, you know, pony leg breaker, whatever you guys feel like writing on that design controller. Why is this here for? And why is there a huge budget for this? You're telling me in the Xbox division there's a specific budget. I understand there's peripherals, but they're done. In my opinion, I would not be creating more controllers. That portion, that money investment, research design is done. You're not getting no more money for research and design. There's no more controllers. The only thing the division's doing is just, you know, just manufacturing more controllers. That's it. Keep manufacturing this. Find a way to make this cheaper, so you can get it in the gamers' hands. That's it. We're not going to keep designing controls. No, that money, that research and design budget is going into games. That's it. This is stupid. I don't get this. It looks nice, but by now most of you already have. You guys got the control that comes with the Xbox One S, right? The original vanilla. Then you guys got this. You also got the controller that's upgraded that goes inside the Xbox One S. That's upgraded. And then some of you went and got your redesigned Xbox One controller with different colors and wordings and all that. You know, that's like what, 4 or 5 controllers. Now you're gonna add this. What is this gonna do for you? Other than, ooh, look how nice it looks. It's not gonna do anything. What, you know? So you bought a brand new controller, despite the fact that you already have 4 or 5, to play what? This is insane. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. Is Microsoft like? I don't know. Maybe I can understand Microsoft. Let me say this. I understand why Microsoft is doing it. I understand why. You understand what I'm saying? Because Microsoft sees many of the Xbox community are buying just controllers left and right. You guys are buying controllers, more controllers and games. So Microsoft, that you can tell, Microsoft's making lots of money off of controllers. They're feeding off what you guys are doing. So these guys are putting research, time, and development into controllers. And it's taking forever to figure out what games are going to put. This is stupid. Let me stop sharing now because you already seen the controller. But this is dumb. Like, what are we doing here? And some people say that I might be exaggerating. Oh, I'm just being a fanboy. Let me tell you something. I ain't had an argument. So not an argument, but people talking about what Sony doing. Sony's not doing exclusives. Listen, what Sony's done over the last 2-3 years, that's gone. That's over. You know what I'm saying? The issues they had in the first 2.5, 3 years, whatever, that's done. The whole sparse, no one even says that word anymore. Sparse. You see what I'm saying? No one uses that word because it's done. It's moved on. Sony's going full steam ahead. They're killing it. We already kicked off the year, you know, with Japanese support like Yakuza and stuff like that. Then Neo was a huge hit. Horizon Zero Dawn's a huge hit. We still got Detroit, Gran Turismo, MLB The Show. We got Spider-Man in development. We got God of War in development. We got Days Gone in development. We got The Last of Us in development. They're fully funding Kojima's project Death Stranding in development. We got all that, right? And then we got like you know, other titles, you know, like Crash Bandicoot and other smaller stuff. So we got all of that, right? All that crazy shit. And this is not even E3 here yet. See, everybody's talking about E3, you know, for Xbox. Oh, Xbox, they got to have a great E3. Ooh, Nintendo's got to have a great E3. Did everyone forget Sony's at E3 also? Did we forget? So with all the announcements we said about what Sony has in development, we still got E3. So imagine the games they're going to announce there. And then 6 months later, we got PlayStation Experience. Even more announcements. I'll be honest, I don't know how they're going to fit all these games over the next 2 years. But Microsoft here is announcing controllers. In fact, just recently, when I looked at my Twitter, and I sent this out on Twitter, where was it at? It's Sony registered a trademark for 2 new games, for 2 new IPs. That's our announcement. That's the announcement PlayStation gamers are getting. We get announcements of PlayStation trademarking titles for new IPs, and Xbox gets announcements for controllers when you guys already have like 4 at least. You have the original Xbox One, you have the upgraded Xbox One S, you got the Xbox One Elite, and you got the custom design one from Design Lab or whatever it's called. That's 4 right there, at a minimum 4. Let's throw one more. Let's throw a 5th controller. So let's get controllers before we get an announcement for games. Don't worry, we'll all wait for E3. That's what we'll do. E3's coming, because that's the type of thing you want to say when you have a console for 3 years. You want to still say 3 years later, wait for E3. That's definitely the sign of a fucking top of the line, top tier console. I don't think I ever heard of that shit in my life in terms of gaming. I never heard of owning a console for 3 years and you have no idea what you're gonna play, so you have to wait for E3. I could maybe understand the first year or 2, maybe 3. That's even rare in itself. But over 3 years and you still have to say wait for E3 to see a company's vision on what titles and stuff is ridiculous. This is just asinine. This is just asinine. A fucking tech controller, and it's a tech controller series. So this one that we saw that I showed is called the Recon Tech. So that means just the first of many. So how sad would it be if by the end of the year, Microsoft released more controllers, literally more controllers than exclusives? You can count Recon series, Assault series, Breacher series, Landslide series, Aerial series, Aeronautical series, fucking Tanker series, and just an all-out assault of series, and then you name like 4 games. Oh, that's just so sad. That's just, you have to ask yourself, what the fuck is Microsoft doing here? Investing in the tech series of controllers. That's what they put money into. They didn't put money into building a new studio. And I'm sorry, you don't have to wait for E3 to build a new studio. You can announce that. You can say, hey, we just opened up a new studio. Wait, they do like a little teaser thing. Microsoft opened up a new studio. Their first game announcement will be at E3. That's good. That's what's up. That is what's going to make people want to buy an Xbox. You see what I'm saying? This ain't it. This ain't it. More controllers. This ain't it. I never heard of a company release so many controllers. I never heard of that strategy. Let's release massive amount of controllers to make people buy a console. That ain't it. That's not the answer. That's not it. In fact, to me, that's a niche market. You're talking to a market that's just collectors for the most part. Die-hard Xbox collectors. The average dude is not going to just jump and buy 4 or 5 controllers. They buy 2 so they can have somebody to play with. On average, they buy 2 controllers, the one that came with and 1 extra. They might buy a 3rd if it broke or something, or this is just silly. So we have Microsoft announcing controllers and Sony's announcing trademarking titles for future IPs. I don't see how at this point anyone could bash the PlayStation. I mean, by all means, the PS4 is not perfect. Sure, the PS4 had its issues in the first year. But at this point, looking at 2 consoles, you got one console that's giving you backwards compatibility, Fallout Shelter, and controllers. And then PlayStation is giving you all these titles and trademarking titles, footing the bill for Kojima games, footing the bill for Spider-Man games, doing all this shit. I don't see how anyone cannot see the huge separation gap between PS4 and Xbox One. And I'm not saying you shouldn't like the Xbox One. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Xbox One shouldn't be your preference. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually give a shit about your Xbox One, you should clearly say, Microsoft, you need to copy what Sony is doing. It doesn't have to mean copy the games. You don't have to have Horizon Zero Dawn or the Japanese games if that's not what you like. You know, it doesn't have to be there. But whatever titles they're doing, they need to be heavily invested. You see what I'm saying? This is just insane. This is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if this is just me, you know. But anyway, I don't want to stay here too long. I appreciate for those in the comments section that came by. I appreciate it. But let me know what you think. You know, do you think, Michael, do you think this is whatever or something? I don't know. Do you think Microsoft is losing focus? Or you think they're focusing on the wrong thing? Or how about this? Do you think they're doing this because this has been more successful making controllers than releasing new IPs? So is this a product of the Xbox fan base? Has Microsoft made more money selling all these controllers than they have than off of games like Quantum Break and Sunset Overdrive? That's interesting. Are they just reacting to what you guys are paying? Because at the end of the day, gamers speak with their dollars, not with their mouth, and not with comments, and not with Twitter. All that shit don't mean shit at the end of the day. I mean, we could all talk shit and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, if you're not willing to put your credit card on the line, then that doesn't mean anything. You see what I'm saying? So I'll say this. That could be it, maybe. You could talk a good game all you want, but you got to put up your money. And if Xbox gamers are putting up big money on controllers, and Microsoft seeing this shit as a huge revenue source, so is it the gamers that's causing this? I don't know. That'd be interesting. Good point. Tell me what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna be out of here. Everybody in the comment section, thank you so much for for stopping by. But I want to make this, quick video. Portal's point. All right. Anyway, you guys take care. And you know this sound, right? Hey, I'll be back with my podcast in April. All right. It'll be my first podcast will be April. What day? April 19th. The return of 60 frames no lag. You guys take care. Have a great night. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.